Hi guys, Sophie here. Oh my god, I'm filming my first Palanti video. I'm so excited. Oh my god, guys. I want to thank you so much for your support on my Instagram as I've been sharing my little hobby with you guys. I honestly didn't know what you guys were going to think when I started posting plant content. But I mean, they're plants, they're beautiful. So I was like, I don't see how people could hate it, you know? And anyways, you guys are so supportive and lovely, and I'm just obsessed with the fact that so many of you are interested and appreciative of my little babies. So thank you so much for that. I always plan on starting a planty channel, but I wasn't sure if I should share it along with my other content, you know? But I'm super glad that I did. I'm super glad you guys are along for the ride with me. So we're here in my planty corner in my apartment. There's more that you can't see above, below, behind. I think what I'm gonna do for right now is we're gonna do a plant collection tour. First of all, I'm gonna introduce you to my plants. Sorry, there's a motorcyclist going by. Yes, I'm going to introduce you to my plants. I guess this is a Meet My Plants video. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick them up and bring them over here and introduce them to you. And then the ones that I can't reach because they're up on the wall, I'll take more footage of them close up and I'll insert it this way. Okay, let's go. I'm super excited. I do have a list over here as well, by the way, of the names of all my plants in case I forget any of them. And I think what we're going to do is we'll go by, I think it's called genus. The type of plants, like for instance an Alocasia, and then I'll tell you about all the different species that I have. I am not by any means a super knowledgeable person, by the way, about plants. I just started collecting plants not even a year ago yet, maybe like 8 months. So I'm a baby plant parent. But I'm learning. I'm having so much fun and my plants seem really happy. They've almost entirely made it through winter now with very minimal losses, which thank you, plants gods, for looking after me because I was very stressed out that they were all gonna die. But yeah, as you'll see, everybody's happy. So let's start out. First thing I wrote down was Alocasia. I think that's my favorite genus of plant. I really should have Googled that was the right word before I started. I hope it is. Forgive me if it's not. Anyways, so yeah, let's start with my Alocasias. Okay, so we're gonna start out with a bang. This is my black velvet Alocasia. There's a story behind this plant, but I'm gonna save the stories behind the plants for more in-depth videos in the future. But this is my second black velvet that I have owned. I have only killed a few plants and one of them was the first black velvet I ever bought. And back then I wasn't knowledgeable about Alocasias really at all, so I didn't even harvest corms from it. I knew nothing. But anyways, I have a new one and oh my gosh, isn't she stunning? Now, I feel like there's going to be a lot of talk in the comments from plant people about the fact that she has 4 leaves, because from what I've seen, black velvet Alocasias are known to only produce 3 leaves per plant. So as you can see, I hope in here, there is, I believe, 2 plants. So I was lucky with this one that there is 2 plants, and it's crazy because I just pulled this out of its pot the other day to see if it needed a repot. It's put out both of these leaves since it arrived here, like in the last couple of months, during the winter, which is crazy. And there was literally 3 corms just sitting in the top of the soil, not even attached, just sitting there loose. I ended up peeling them and they were beautiful and healthy. So I've actually already harvested 3 corms from this accidentally. And yeah, she's ready for a repot. So we'll talk more about her in the future, but yeah, my favorite plant I think right now. Okay, so this is my next Alocasia. I believe, this is gonna wanna focus on my face. I believe this is called Cuprea Red Secret. I can't find the order. I've ordered most of my plants online and I don't have an email receipt for this order. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Red Secret, Alocasia Cuprea Red Secret. She's beautiful. This is her most recent leaf, which has still not hardened off. As you can see, oh, that's a much better Oh, stunning. Oh my God, I love this plant. She has a couple little pups in here that are growing. This one is also ready for a repot, so we'll also do this one together. There's another leaf in here too, new growth. She is thriving. She's doing so well. Both of these leaves, actually all three of these leaves are new, plus all the babies are new since I got her in like, it's been like maybe 4 or 5 months. Crazy. My alocasias are very happy in here. Guys, this is Miss Pink Princess Alocasia. This was a wish list plant from the minute I found out about rare plants. I'm obsessed with the color pink. In case you can't tell, my girl lights are pink and all the accents in my apartment are pink. Oh, look at her. This leaf she has put out for me since I got her. Also, if you see me looking up, I'm so sorry. It's me looking at the viewfinder. But yeah, this leaf she has put out for me since I got her, and she's thriving. I don't know what to say. She's so happy. Yeah, she's doing great. She's probably also ready for a repot. I can't believe how tall she is. Stunning. Okay, this one's gonna be kind of hard to show you. She is large and in charge. This is my Alocasia lowrider. It's a variation of the elephant ear Alocasia. She has 4 stunning leaves. Absolutely beautiful. I got this one from, I should be probably telling you where these plants are from, huh? This particular Alocasia though, I picked up at Home Depot for like $14.99. She's a little pup in here too. I don't know if you can tell, but a little pup in there starting. She actually, I have to put her down, she's heavy, one sec. Yeah, she actually had spider mites when I took her home from Home Depot. So she only just got moved over towards the plant corner the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I treated her with insecticide. It was just one mite. I had been keeping an eye on it and I had been keeping her quarantined, and I saw a tiny little bit of webbing. Then I actually saw the little mite running. So I gave it a good soak down in insecticide. That's why the terracotta is all white. And yeah, it's been almost a month, I think, or so, a few weeks, and no signs of any other pests. So she seems like she's doing great so far. She's actually dropped 2 leaves, which is crazy. She had 2 big leaves, but they were kind of like old and like tattered, I guess, a little bit from being in the store. But I can't believe how fast she's grown. Like, already put out 3 leaves since I got her. Maybe even all 4 of these. I don't know. Crazy. Anyway, she's growing super fast. Okay, that's it for alocasias. Okay, next on my list are my pothos. So I think it's actually pronounced pothos, but I will insert some footage here while we chat about my pothos. So I have 2, and as you can see, they are hanging together in a hanging basket. They're actually just up to my right here on the wall. I'll do a plant little tour at some point at the beginning or end of this video as well. But yeah, so my golden pothos is doing so well. Super long vine. I'm going to be moving this plant actually, or this planter, this hanging planter, I think to the other side of the room where there's more space for her to grow, because I don't want to cut her. And she's already pretty much reaching the table, which is crazy. And then the top one is my Marble Queen, which is also doing super well. She's got a couple of vines going. She took a bit longer to get started in my apartment than the golden pothos did, but to be honest, she's way fuller and she's turning out way more beautiful, in my opinion. I mean, I love them both, but yeah, Marble Queen is killing it right now. Okay, so next let's talk about my Philodendron collection. I have 4. Let's start out with the one that's hanging. It's actually back here in this little corner there, you can see her. So I'll get you some close footage up right here for you. She's doing really well. The one side of the vine is growing way faster than the other side, the one side of the plants, those vines. I think because she was up on this wall and she was getting a lot of sun from the eastern side and like not any from the west for like the first like whole summer pretty much that I had her. So that was my bad giving her inconsistent lighting. I probably should have put a grow light on her. But anyways, I've moved her closer to the window and she's doing really well. The other vines are finally starting to trail a little bit. She's clearly trying to climb, as you can tell. I may one day eventually put her on a trellis. I think she'd look amazing climbing, but for right now I don't have the space for that. So yeah, that's that one. Okay, so next we are going to talk about Miss Ring of Fire. So this is a new plant to me. This is the newest leaf that she's put out, but as you can see, she does have a new one coming in here. Oh, this plant is so beautiful. Look at the variegation here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So yeah, this plant is new to me. I just got it a few weeks ago to a month ago actually, online. Unfortunately, it was stapled to the cardboard on accident, or to the paper that it was wrapped in, not the cardboard, sorry. So this leaf is damaged, and I think it's just that one. Yeah, there's a couple of little marks here where you could actually see where the staple was in this leaf, but nothing really noticeable. It's mostly just this one, which, how beautiful is that? Oh, I am obsessed with this plant. I cannot wait to see what she grows up into. I think this is a climbing plant, so I'll probably put it on a moss bowl. I have to do some research on that, but this won't need to be repotted for a while. Like I said, I just got it a few weeks ago and there's no roots or anything coming out the bottom, so it's gonna stay in its nursery pot for the next little while and we'll just see what happens. I think this new leaf coming in is pink. Okay, so next, this is my pink princess Philodendron. There's the new leaf coming in. This plant is beautiful. I just got her. She is adjusting. This first leaf that she's put out since I've had her actually got damaged at the tip, and it's really small. I hope it sizes up. The tip is, like I said, damaged, but that's okay. I hope the leaf itself does just get bigger. But it did just put out, like, it put both of these out since it arrived here, which was just like a couple of weeks ago. So I'm kind of impressed. Yeah, see what she grows up into. Beautiful little baby. Look at this pink. Look how beautiful this leaf is. This is what I can't wait to see. Like, this one's quite dark, and this one also got bent. These plants weren't wrapped very well, to be honest. From this one was also stapled, as you can tell. There's literally marks where there you go, see that? That's where the staple went through this leaf too. So these poor plants got a little beat up, these newest ones. And yeah, this one won't be repotted for a while either, so we'll just let her continue to settle in and see what she does. Okay, so I believe these are both white wizard philodendrons. I did not order either of these plants. I ordered different variations of like white something philodendron, but one was supposed to be a white knight, which has a purple stem. And I think the other one was like white princess maybe, or pink, maybe it was a pink, I don't know what the other one was, but it wasn't white wizard. And I'm not 100% sure that these are white wizard, just based on the research of philodendrons that I've done, I think that they might be white wizards. So funny thing that I've gotten two of them and ordered neither. But the funniest part is, this is the one I've had longer. Now the variegation is stunning, but as you can see, it's twisted, it's got some browning, it just doesn't look like a healthy leaf. This leaf here is a beautiful leaf. That's the variegation I want. Look at that minty color, stunning. But this leaf was already in when it arrived. And actually, this plant got infested with thrips while I was sick. I was sick for 4 days, didn't look at my plants, didn't water them, nothing, like literally sick in bed, couldn't move. And when I came out, this plant had 2 completely yellowed leaves and was crawling with baby thrips. So they were topped off. It does have a new leaf sort of starting. This plant, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like obsessed with it. It's annoying me. It's just like a problem plant. But you never know, you know, I'm gonna keep watering it and we'll see what happens. Now this one, as you can see, Beautiful variegation. It just put out a whole white leaf. Look at this one though. Stunning. Very, very beautiful plant. This one is new. This one just came in a few weeks ago as well. Neither of these need to be repotted or anything anytime soon. We're just going to keep giving them some love and see what happens. This white leaf I probably will be cutting off. The crazy thing is I can see the next new leaf coming in, and I think it's green. And from what I had read, white stems are supposed to only be producing white leaves, but I think it has a green leaf coming in next. So I kind of just want to see what that looks like, and I don't want to cut this white leaf off yet if it is growing in a new green leaf. I'll just let the new green one come in and then eventually cut the white one off, you know? If I cut it off now, I'll lose them both. So anyways, we'll see what happens. Get that white leaf. It's not even fully uncurled yet. I'll dry that white leaf whenever I cut it off. Okay, so let's do my Syngoniums next. So this is probably my favorite. This one is Strawberry Cream. Look at these pink leaves. Look at this leaf. Where is it? Wait, this one. Oh, stunning. She's totally wrapping this wooden pole that I gave her as a bit of support. I'm going to be putting her on a moss pole too. Anyway, absolutely stunning. So happy. I love Syngoniums. They're so easy to take care of. I'm not going to talk about care or anything, as you can see in this video. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, this is another just like super easy, fast growing, just stunning. Look at this plant. Are you kidding me? Oh. Can't wait until she's giant. Okay, so the next one is going to be a green species that is hanging in a basket over my head. So we'll put some footage here. This was the first Syngonium that I got from Home Depot. I spent like $4 on it. It was really small. And it's growing so well in its hanging basket. Definitely needs to be repotted. And it's trailing, as you can see, which I kind of love. I think I'm going to leave this one either hanging off of a shelf when it gets bigger or up in a basket. I don't know. I think it might come down out of the basket soon. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful plant. I have nothing else to say about him. Super easy to take care of. He's never gotten a pest. He's a happy Syngonium. Okay, so the next Syngonium is this one, which as you can tell is a little baby plant. I just got this one at Home Depot, and as you can see, it's got like reddish, like dark green leaves, but with like reddish or pinkish hues. Really beautiful. And when the leaves start to yellow, they actually like, this one's not a great example, like this, look, see how bright it gets? That's a dead leaf, but it's so beautiful even when it's dying. So yeah, this guy just started like properly growing recently. It's got tons of new growth coming in. So I think he's finally acclimated to my apartment and is ready to start growing. So see what happens with this one. Okay, so this is like my brightest green plant. And as you can see, she has pink veining. Oh, so beautiful. This one took a really long time to acclimate to my apartment. It was not happy here for a long time. It didn't grow. The older leaves are just like dry. It just, sorry, I thought I saw a pest. I don't think it is, but no, it's good. Yeah, the older leaves are super dry, but all these new leaves coming in are just beautiful, soft, bright, happy leaves. So I also think this one has finally acclimated and is going to do really well now. How pretty it is in its pink pot. Are you kidding me? Plants make me so happy. I should have told you before, by the way, to get a cup of coffee, but look. Isn't this the cutest mug ever? I'm literally drinking coffee. It's not even decaf. It's 8 o'clock at night. I guess that's not that bad. Okay, should we do Monstera next? Let's do Monstera next. I'm gonna get my big Monstera first. Okay, you know what? We're gonna insert footage of him as well. I'm not gonna carry him over here. He's too heavy and big, and I have to unplug his light, so we're just gonna leave him there. This is my Monstera. So I actually have 3. So this one here is my personal Monstera. I bought it in a 6-inch pot online, maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And as you can see, it has put out all of these beautiful new fenestrated leaves, and it's doing really well. He seems super happy. I have him under a grow light on the floor, also near my south facing window, so he does get afternoon sun when we have afternoon sun, but it's been pretty gray and dreary here. But yeah, he seems like he's doing super well. This is the second largest Monstera that I have. So as you can see, this one is more of a baby Monstera. He actually just put out this leaf. This was his first fenestrated leaf. And then he has another one coming in here, and you can tell this one also has a fenestration. So yeah, he's doing super well. His name is Milo, and this was actually my friend's plant. She was traveling for a while and he needed a bit of rehab. I'll probably do a video on this guy at some point, but he's doing super well now. So yeah, excited to see what he grows into. Okay, this is my last Monstera. So the one I just showed you, Milo. So after I repotted him, the day I took him home from my friends, when I was cleaning all the dirt away off my kitchen counter, I found what looked like a little node, and it seemed to have some green on it. So I was like, I wonder if I plant that, if it'll grow into anything. So I did, and this is Milo's baby. How cute. He got attacked by a bug, his very first leaf, so he has a little hole, which is too bad, but look at him. So cute. I'm really proud of this because I didn't know anything about plants then. I didn't know for sure if it would grow. So he has a root coming out of the bottom now. He's ready to be repotted for the first time. Oh, I'm so proud. Okay, so this is my Monstera Esqueleto. This is a wish list plant for me that I just got. Same order that I've been talking about from some of my philodendrons. This one was also unfortunately stapled to the paper that it was wrapped in. So the 2 leaves that it had already put out that it had during travel are pretty damaged and just like curled and like sad here, as you can tell. But he did just put out a beautiful new leaf. So I'm super happy. He's adjusting. Look at the fenestrations. Oh, I'm so excited to see what this plant does. I see the people on Instagram with these giant esqueletos. I want that to be me in like 2 years. So happy, so excited for this one. Okay, so this is my Monstera Peru. This plant is a journey. So this plant is another like wish list plant. I just love like how dragony and like scaly these leaves are. Like, look at this. They're so like, I don't know, they just like demand attention, you know? Absolutely beautiful plant. When it arrived, it was not vining. It just was not happy. It was really loosely potted. So it didn't really need to be repotted, but it needed like more soil and stuff, you know? So I ended up taking it apart and it was like really not doing well. I'm glad that I did that. It had like root rot. So I ended up having to like remove a lot of the roots, and I repotted it and I had to clip it down, and it was the first like kind of like triage I ever did. And it lost a leaf or 2, but then it just started. It just put out this new vine, which just put out a leaf. And this started out as a shoot, a new vine with a new leaf. Sorry, my camera overheated, but I'm super happy with the new growth that it's putting on. So beautiful plant. Okay, so let's do my palms next. So these are actually living on the floor over in front of my south-facing window. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants, including these, plus a bunch of boxes of propagations. I'll show you that section of my apartment in a different video. I actually have a piece of furniture coming where I'm finally going to organize that side, which is going to be great. We'll have space for more plants. But yeah, these are over there because they need the most sun. So this is a Parlour palm. I'm sure you recognize this. The taller versions are in like doctor's offices and malls. It's like a very common plant to see around. And same thing with this one. This is called an Areca palm. And these are just super beautiful and green and lush, and I can't wait until they're super tall and giant. Like, I mostly got these because they make noise, right, when they are in the wind. So in the summer with the windows open, the fans going, when they're big, they're gonna be like, it's gonna be like I'm in the grass, but I'm in my house, you know? I literally just want to be living in plants like this at all times. Like, this makes me so happy. And I put them in matching pots. How cute. These pots are from Home Depot. Yeah, so they're my palms. Okay, so I figured while I'm walking across the room, I may as well just do the other plants that are over there. So this is my banana tree. Ah, look how healthy he is. This plant has been growing out of control since I got him. He's just so happy. He's only lost 1 leaf, and he had 4 leaves when it came. It has like, I don't even know, at least a dozen leaves. Just in less than a year, like in 6 months. Crazy. He's so happy. I love this plant. I cannot wait until same situation, until he's tall. I'm obsessed. And he has a new leaf coming in. Okay, so this is my Birds of Paradise. And I have a little bit of a sad story with this one. Not like a sad story, but he was doing super well, and then during that same period when I was sick, when the white wizard got infested, I think this also got a bug. I'm not sure what happened, but look. See that? It wasn't like that before I got sick. And I think I did find a bug on it. I can't really remember. But yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. He is putting on a new leaf now, which is super exciting. And as you can see, the other leaves are really beautiful. This is another one that I bought with the intention of growing it super tall. I cannot wait for this plant to be huge. Sorry for the abrupt change in lighting. My camera overheated. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this guy. Excited to see him grow tall. Okay, so next we'll do my, I don't really know how to say this one either, Aglaonema? Aglaonema. I don't know how to say it, but I'll put it on the screen. Anyways, I have 2, and I don't know what either of the colors are called. I picked this one, this beautiful cream and green dream. I picked this one up at a local plant shop, and this pink and green one, look how stunning. Look at this leaf. Beautiful. I picked this one up at a local Home Depot. So yeah, super beautiful, super easy to care for, not very pest prone, which is amazing. Okay, so this one is called Dieffenbachia Seguine. Its street name is Dumbcant. But yeah, this is a really beautiful, super easy to care for plant. I don't know what else to say about him, to be honest. This is not one of my favorite plants. Like, he's cute, you know. I've had him since he was really small. But yeah, he's not as exciting to me as some of the others, but still very beautiful. Okay, so let's do peperomias next. I have 2 peperomias. This is the mother plants for my Peperomia raindrops. I recently did a pretty big chop with this plant. It was like this tall, but it was just overgrown. All the leaves in the middle had fallen off because there was no airflow. All the ones on the outside were getting heavy and falling off, so it needed a good trim. So it's not looking super hot right now in terms of like the fact that I chopped it, but if I can show you, all of these little tips have new plants growing. So yeah, it's on its way. In a few months in the spring, you won't even know that I chopped him. And I have lots of babies from that plant. The stem cuttings are in water propagating, which I'll show you my water propagations separate. But yeah, I have a bunch of those that are rooting, and then all of the leaves that fell off, I also cut in half and planted in soil. So in a few months, we should have a bunch of Peperomia raindrop babies. This is my next Peperomia, or my only other Peperomia actually. It's pronounced, I think, Ferreyrae or something like that. It's a green bean plant. Look at this. So it's sexy and spiky and weird. I love it. Doesn't he suit his planter really well too? The plant and the planter were just from Home Depot. Obsessed with this guy. Don't have much else to say. He's a new one to me. I love how weird he is. Okay, so I have a bunch of ivy, but most of them are in water, so you'll see those separate. The only one that I have that is not in water is this one. Look at this beautiful Marengo variegated ivy. So beautiful. Look at the new growth. So I just have this one on a wooden stake as well. It's pretty much grown all the way up the stake. So I think I'm going to put this one on a trellis. You guys will find out eventually when I decide. I'll do a video. I don't know yet. We'll see. This is my coffee tree. Coffee plants. I have to be honest, this is another one that is not my favorite plant ever. There's a lot of leaves with browning, and the whole like back section here, as you can tell, has no leaves. That's because they all died at one point, but it is finally starting to put on new growth. This is new growth, and there's new growth in here. So I finally have figured it out. I was underwatering it for a very long time, and it wasn't bright enough. It just took me a while to figure out what to do, but he seems like he's finally happy. So hopefully, we'll see. We'll just keep the bare parts at the back. Okay, we're getting down, only having a couple of plants left. This is my mini Monstera. Super beautiful guy. I also just have him coming up a wooden stick here. I don't know how to say the full name of this one. Something Tetrasperma. Something Tetrasperma. It's not actually related to Monsteras, it's its own genus, but mini Monstera is just like the street name, I guess, of the plants. But yeah, I'm gonna put this one on a moss pole too, and then hopefully the leaves will size up and he'll really be able to thrive. But super happy I got my hands on this one. All right, this is my money tree. Guys, I wanted a money tree for so long, and I didn't want to buy one online because I was worried about it shipping. It's just such a delicate plant, you know? And then I found one finally in Home Depot or Canadian Tire, one of the two. And oh, nice and big. He's beautiful. This is planted in cocoa coir. It was super hydrophobic when I first got it. So it was really, he was looking sad for a while there. And I was like, if I kill the money tree, I'm going to be so mad. That's not a good sign, you know? But yeah, I ended up soaking the cocoa coir in water for like literally like 5 hours, and it finally accepted the water, and he is thriving now. Ah, love it. All right, the last one is this variegated peace lily that was sitting on the table behind. It actually doesn't live in this corner right now because there's not enough sun there. But for the video, it had to be there, you know? But yeah, I don't know what to say about this peace lily. She's stunning. I just got her recently. I rarely buy plants that are larger than a 4-inch pot. but they didn't have variegated ivy in a smaller pot. So I just went for him and I absolutely love him. He is stunning. I was so impressed with this plant. He settled in so well. I cannot wait until it blooms. Yeah, super happy. I have no complaints about this guy. Beautiful. Okay, so here we are at the water propagation station, as I call it. It's not much. I only have a few, but I'll show you. So these top two crystal, I don't know what they are, little cups, little vases. They have Peperomia raindrop cuttings. So these were the stems that I chopped off my mother plants, and they're just beginning to root. I don't think you'll be able to see it on video yet, but there is very tiny roots starting, which is super exciting. Next shelf, same thing. These ones were little baby plants though that I actually plucked out of the soil. So as you can see, they already had some roots and they're growing new white roots too, which is awesome. And then here we have this little propagation station that I got from Amazon actually. And this is housing my IVs. So I have a couple of stems of variegated ivy at the beginning and the end. And then I have just green English ivy in the center. And then in the middle there's a Monstera leaf that I thought might root because it actually has a baby leaf growing inside of it. There's a long story to this little leaf, but I don't know if it's going to root or not, but it's just hanging out in water for now. And then at the end, this is a dying Alocasia amazonica. And I was able to harvest a bunch of corms from it. But, I mean, I don't know, the roots looked really healthy, so I didn't want to throw the plants away. But I mean, as you can see, it's like really not looking, it's just looking, you know, like it wants to die. So, I don't know, the roots look good, and as long as the roots are white, I'm going to keep it in water. We'll see what happens, who knows. All right, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my first planty video. I hope you enjoyed getting to meet all of my babies. This was so fun. So yeah, please like and subscribe. I have so many more videos coming. We're gonna be doing lots of repotting and plant tours, and I'm gonna be ordering a lot of stuff for my plants soon. So we'll be doing hauls. Actually, I have a plant haul on the way. I just ordered 4 plants. So yeah, I'm super excited. Lots of the planty content coming. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.